Found an interesting report here from Cox Automotive. They have a rather pessimistic view when it comes to the future of electric vehicles. They have predicted that, quote, their sales will collapse, end quote. Why is this? Why are the days of electric vehicles numbered? Aren't they meant to be the future? Well, according to Cox, it's not quite as simple as that. Let's get into why, guys, during this video. So a lot of this view does come down to that one big beautiful bill. We have been talking about it a lot here on the channel, and while it is changing a lot of aspects to Americans' everyday lives, it also is changing how electric vehicles are going to be sold. The $7,500 grant that was, of course, available for new electric vehicles, and also there was a smaller grant as well for used electric vehicles, that is being scrapped as of September 30th of this year. So the incentives for Americans to buy electric vehicles after that point will of course go down. In the meantime, a lot of people who've been thinking about getting electric vehicles most likely will. This is the best time to get one. You're gonna get that $7,500 grant. Why not do it? Of course, if you're gonna do it now. So after September, the sales figures of electric vehicles, I predict, are going to absolutely plummet. I 100% agree with that assessment. But what about the longer term vision for electric cars? What is the perception around them? Well, it depends on your circumstances. It depends on your viewpoint. It depends on your lifestyle, where you live. If you live in somewhere like New York City, if you live in somewhere like LA, like a big city, and you're regularly commuting into work, not that long of a journey, your electric vehicle, a lot of people will say, will be very convenient for that. Not everybody will agree with that, but of course, in general, that is something that an EV can do pretty well, as long as the charging infrastructure is in there. However, if you're in, I don't know, rural Montana, if you're in rural Nebraska or the Dakotas or something like that, there's not going to be the same level of infrastructure there, and the distances that you'd have to do would be so large that if you don't find an electric charging station along your journey's route, you're screwed. You are absolutely screwed. It is, there's no two ways about it. So it is not for everybody, especially in a country as vast and as varied as the US. And Cox, of course, have highlighted Tesla. Their sales have been dropping a lot recently as well around the world, including in the US. But despite that, Tesla still has around 45% of the EV market in the US, for now at least. But in fairness, some electric vehicle sellers have been really struggling in the US of late. There have been other factors around that. It's not specific just to electric vehicles themselves, but with that big beautiful bill coming into place, and realistically I don't see that being changed or repealed anytime soon. Maybe at the next election if the Democrats get in, but again, that is a massive if, and we're not going to talk about US politics here on the channel with that one, but you get my point. They are not going to get rid of it anytime soon, and this could really potentially, according to Cox, be a death blow really for electric vehicles in the US. But guys, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Is the future of electric vehicles in the US doomed? I want to hear what you have to say as always. Like, share, comment, subscribe. As always, guys, if you want to see more of this, and have a great day wherever in the world today, guys. See you very soon.